Hi, and welcome to English Expressions Online Tutoring. Today, we're going to look at a speaking lesson. And more specifically, we're going to learn how to speak more like a native English speaker. Now, remember, not everybody needs to speak like a native English speaker, okay? If you are only talking to other people like you, whose first language is not English, you are okay. You do not need to speak like a native English speaker. But if you are speaking with native English speakers, or if you are listening to two or more native English speakers speak together, then this lesson will be very, very useful for you. Okay, now, one thing that's very important for you to remember is that reading and writing English is very different. Well, it's different than spoken English for a native English speaker. Now, most English students speak English the same way they write it, or the same way that it's read. But not native English speakers. We do two things differently. Remember that English is a stressed language. Most other languages are syllabic, which means that each syllable of each word in each sentence has the same amount of stress, has the same amount of power, has the same amount of time that we say it. For example, in English, we could take a look at the sentence, he eats a slice of pizza. Now, if English were a syllabic language, we would give each syllable of this sentence an equal amount of time. For example, we would say, he eats a slice of pizza. Each syllable is said equally. As you know, we do not speak like that. Now, because English is a stressed language, that means some words, the important words, are stressed. We say the important words with power, with more emphasis. But other words, we de-stress. We want to say them quickly, and we do not say them properly. We make mistakes when we say them. But native English speakers all make the same mistakes when they speak them. Okay, so now, English has many words, okay? And maybe it has too many words, which means that we have a lot of words to say. So we want to say things quickly. Some words, the important words, we have to say them fully. But the other words, the less important words, we don't say them fully. Okay? So those other words, we want to say them quickly. How do we do that? We do that in two ways. But before we discuss that, let's look at the English words. Okay, now, for this lesson, we're going to divide English words into two groups. Content words and function words. Now, content words are the words with content. They're the words with meaning. Now, all the words have a meaning, but these words are really important. And if we don't say them, or if we say them incorrectly, it could change the meaning of the sentence. So these words are very important. And they include nouns, main verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. We need to say nouns, main verbs, adjectives, and adverbs fully and properly when we speak English. Okay, now, the function words are not words with a lot of meaning. They're words with just a function, a job. They're like the worker words. They help the content words, and they give them more meaning, or they show the relationships between the content words. So function words, we do not say them fully. We do not say them properly in English because they're not important. And if we don't say them, we will still understand the meaning of the sentence. Function words include articles, prepositions, auxiliary verbs, which are like helper verbs, and pronouns. Why pronouns? Well, pronouns are nouns, but we do not need to say them fully because when we use a pronoun, we know who we are talking about. We say she. We don't say her name because we know who she is. So let's take that sentence, he eats a slice of pizza, as an example. Now, in this sentence, the content words are what? You guess. Think about it. That's right. Eats, slice, pizza. Those three words are the content words. If we change them or if we don't say them, it will change the meaning of the sentence, right? So, also, if we only say those words, the person will understand us. For example, eat sliced pizza. Eat sliced pizza. And if I point to the man, he, then you understand who I'm talking about, right? Eats sliced pizza. You understand. I'm saying he eats a slice of pizza. So, he, which is a pronoun, we don't need it. A, which is an article, we don't need it. Of, which is a preposition, we don't need it. So we don't really need to say them fully, properly. Okay? We can say them quickly. But if we change the content words, it will change the whole sentence. For example, he eats a piece of sushi is totally different. Eats is the same, but piece is different, sushi is different. Totally different. We can also change the verb. He writes a slice of pizza. Totally different meaning, okay? So the nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, we need to say them perfectly and fully. They're the important words. We can also do this for adjectives or adverbs. He quickly eats some hot pizza. Okay, now the adverb is quickly and the adjective is hot. If we change them with a different adverb and a different adjective, it will change the meaning. He slowly eats some cold pizza. Okay? It's a different sentence. It has a different meaning. Okay, so as I said before at the start of this lesson, we say function words quickly, and we do that in two ways. How? Well, the first thing we do is use a special vowel sound. And it's the shortest vowel sound in English. And actually, it's a vowel sound that you hear in any language. And babies say this vowel sound naturally because it's the easiest human sound to make. It's called Schwa. And it sounds like this. Yeah, that's it. So short, so short. And we say in many, many, many function words. We don't say to, we say t. We don't say we say We don't say of, we say Okay? Notice how they're similar, but schwa is short. Now, schwa, okay, is something that native English speakers do not know about. You see, native English speakers learn English when they're little. They don't understand how to speak. They just speak. Same with you in your language, right? You didn't study how to speak, you just spoke it. In your language, you probably say a lot also. In your language, how do you say the most important word for a baby? What is the most important word for any baby in the world? Mom, mother. Right. Now, in Italian, they say ma, 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 ma. You see, the lips make the M sound. Very easy to make. Babies do not have teeth. You see, babies do not have teeth. So they use their lips a lot. So the M sound is very, very easy for a baby to make. And schwa is the easiest sound for them to make. So it's natural. How do you say mother in Korean? Very similar, isn't it? Italian and Korean are similar. Babies are similar. Okay, so you see now that schwa is a very important sound. And if you want to speak more like a native English speaker, you need to say a lot. Okay, so let's take an example sentence. Do you want a slice of pizza for dinner? Okay, so let's say that you are an English student and you don't say this sentence properly. Now, if you are a lower level student, but you want the person to understand, all you need to do is say only the content words. Okay? And if it's a question, at the end of the question, you go, huh? You go up. Okay? And that's called the intonation. You go up. So, in this case, want, slice, pizza, dinner, those are the words with meaning. Those are the content words. So, to communicate your meaning to the person, you only need to say these words. For example, want slice pizza dinner? Want slice pizza dinner? Want slice pizza dinner? Want slice pizza dinner? All I said was the content words. But you understood, right? Okay. But for your job and school, you cannot speak like that. Want pizza dinner? You have to say the function words. But how do we say them? Well, we use schwa. We will go about two words at a time, okay? Now, first thing we do is look at the function words, and the function words, the vowel sounds in the function words, we will switch them with schwa. So, do, we will say do, ooh, the vowel sound ooh is too long. We will use schwa. And what do we say? That's right. Duh. And you is a pronoun. We don't say you, it's too long. We say yes. Yeah. Yeah. Duh, yeah. Duh, yeah. Now, that's fast. Duh, yeah. Do you is long. Duh, yeah is a little bit shorter. We do one more thing. And you know what we do, right? We link function words together. And sometimes we link them on to content words. Now, do you. Watch me again. Do you. I have to breathe 2 times. But when we link function words together, we only breathe 1 time because we say duh ya like one word. Duh ya. Duh ya. Okay? That's linking. We say it with 1 breath, duh ya, and like one word. Duh ya, want, ah. Ah is schwa. We say and we link it, want to. But the T, and we will talk about this in another lesson, the T is not voiced, but vowel sounds are voiced. So we drop the T and we say, wanna. And you know that. Do ya wanna? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Do you want a? No. Do you wanna? Slice of? Of? We don't say of. That's too long. We use schwa. And we link it onto slice. Slicer. Slicer. We say it like one word. Slicer. Do you want a slicer? Now, pizza is a content word, so we say it fully. Do you want a slice of pizza? Now, for is a function word, okay? And or, now that vowel sound is controlled by the R, and that's called an R-controlled vowel, okay? And we'll talk about that in other future lessons. We use schwa for the O part. So we don't say for, we say for. And we link for dinner, for onto dinner. We say it like one word, for dinner. Okay, so an English student would say, do you want a slice of pizza for dinner? Takes a long time. A native English speaker would say, do you want a slice of pizza for dinner? Do you want a slice of pizza for dinner? Do you want a slice of pizza for dinner? All right, stay tuned to English Expressions for more speaking like a native English speaker video lessons. Happy English!